This might be all that I know. Think it's okay. I've got a long way to grow. At my own pace. Go the long way. No one taught me how to walk, but I figured it out fine.
Long strides, long strides, long strides. Every day's your time. You climb, you grow, you fall. Get back up, ask for more. Got a long way to go. Scenic routes sound fine. Head hanging out the window every time you take a drive. Gonna soak up all this life like fucking you alive. This the only one you got. Don't you toss it to the side. Right now's the only time you'll ever be. Right here on this day, in this moment, in this place. Look around, what you take it all in for a phase, and it's gone and in place. Is a place you never thought that you'd be. Where you ask why you ain't where you want. That's just all, it's alright, let it fall. Or we'll build it stronger than it was before. You're resilient, you're brilliant. There's love in us all, you're okay. You're alright. Every day's your time. You alive. Stick around.
This might be all that I know. Think it's okay. I've got a long way to grow. At my own pace. Go the long way. No one taught me how to walk, but I figured it out fine.
Okay, look at how far we done made it. I put it all on the table. Bitch, I'm a product of cable cars and the soldiers that raised me. I travel women from heaven that brought me miracles daily. Now they the ones that he's saving. Moms ain't the same since my grandma faded, then turned to an angel. Well, she can see me right now. Wanted to know that we major. See shit from all of the angles. Can't ever turn off my brain from everything we done saying. Shit, I'm just shocked that I'm stable. But there's a guy, she's amazing.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Fishing GrubbZ. Chowing down here on some Raisin Bran Crunch and a matcha latte.
Yes.
Matcha latte that Tay made for us. Getting ready to...
Mug.
Special mug. Getting ready to go down to the boat. We are not sailing today. We didn't sail the last 2 days. The island current's out today doing a 50-50. Of course. They're crazy. But the tog fishing has started to slow down a little bit. We're still managing to catch a limit. And some days are a lot better than others. In fact, the last day that we did sail, Cap told me that we had, I think it was 7 fish over 10 pounds, which is absolutely unheard of. Our buddy Cody had an incredible day. It was just, insanity. But, that being said, what we're really here to show you and talk to you about today is a very special rod that we picked up yesterday from our boy Angel. But we'll show you that in a little bit. I'm going to finish my breakfast and head down to the boat. We're gonna be scrubbing and cleaning today, and down on the boat I'll bust out the new rod and show you guys the new rod and talk a little bit about the blank and what we're gonna be using it for. But we are super stoked right now about this rod, so we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Of a lonely fart.
Such an idiot.
Much better than the whole of a broken fire.
Pads out there. ladies and gentlemen, it's a little windy out here today to be talking about the rod. Also, the sun is going down, and it's going down quick. So I just took some nice shots of this beautiful thing, and then we'll go back to the house. I'm gonna have both rods with me. We'll talk about the blank. We'll talk about Angel and what he does, and we'll wrap this baby up. But yeah, we've been here 3 hours. We cleaned all the blood that gets like splashed up here. That was the last thing we did. We detailed the entire cabin, pulled everything out, wiped all the surfaces, wiped everything down here, there, everywhere. Took everything out of there, did the head. It was a lot of work. We're gonna get the heck out of the way and get back to the office. We'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the office, and I have both of the rods that Angel custom made for me. One thing that I really want to talk about, these blanks are both exactly the same, but these rods are totally different, and that's, you know, I think one of the cool things about what Angel does and about what you can do with two of the same blanks, because they're obviously two completely different rods. The first rod that Angel made for me was actually not made for me, but I ended up getting it, and I'm really stoked about this. Angel gifted this to me, and this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. So it's the handle there, and then we have the Lexa on this one. So this is a, you know, conventional style reel rod. So you need a conventional reel on here or a bait caster. Then you have another foam piece here, and just look at that detail. That attention to detail on this rod is just amazing. This rod is acid wrapped, so it starts up here as normal, but then it starts to spin. So right now, with the tip facing down, the rod is in its normal position. That is an acid wrap, and this rod is phenomenal for fluke fishing. That's basically what I was using this rod for. Now, I did use it for black fishing a little bit using a rig. I don't like using a conventional reel throwing a jig, so this just wasn't the rod for me to throw a jig with. So I used it for a rig. I would throw up to 8 ounces. It was perfect around like 6 ounces on that rod when you're using a rig. It was great when we were in shallow. But I told Angel, listen, Angel, I want a jig rod for Tautog. I want the perfect jig rod. So I already have the perfect fluke rod in this Suzuki blank, and I wanted the perfect jig rod. So I used the exact same blank, which is also the exact same blank that he used on his rod for Tautog for jigging. And as you guys have seen in this video already, this is it. And obviously, like a normal spinning rod, all the guides are all facing the same way. They're all pointed, you know, they're all down. And I'm going to be able to use this thing for more than just jigging for Tautog. This is going to be like my spinning rod for everything. I'm going to catch stripers on it. I'm going to catch albies on it. I do have, you know, other rods too, so I can set up multiple rods now when we go out with Joey and stuff like that. But that's going to be my baby. And I'm going to upgrade the reel on this rod eventually and take this reel and put it back on the star rod that we had it on. But I am so pumped, dude. Angel, like his attention to detail, just freaking look at this rod, dude. Everything is perfect. The guides, the guides he uses are high end. Everything that Angel uses in these rods are top of the line. Everything is top of the line. It's phenomenal, and it feels that way. And also, I'm stoked about how he put fishing GrubbZ in there. I was not expecting that, and I'm really pumped he did that. So, huge thanks to Angel. These two rods are absolutely incredible. They are the nicest rods and will have the nicest reels. I already have the nicest reel that I own on one, and we're gonna get another super nice reel for this one because these are my Cadillacs. So anyways, let's get into the blanks. The blanks are 7'1", and they are extra fast. These are not rated for like heavy, extra heavy, stuff like that. That's not how they rate their rods. So basically, it's rated for 14-pound test line, which they're talking like mono or fluorocarbon. We're using 20-pound braid, which is totally fine because braid's a lot thinner, obviously, than monofilament and fluorocarbon. So we're using 20-pound braid with both of our reels, and that's just how they do that. So it's extra fast action and 14-pound. The blank itself is 42 grams. That's it. Super, super freaking light. It is handmade in Tokyo. It's got a super smooth bend to it, and it has the python wrap. So anything that he leaves open, the black there, that's all that python wrap. All this here, that's all python wrap. That's on both of the rods, obviously. Anywhere he just leaves the rod blank. That's how these blanks come. They use hybrid resin control and Japanese master technology. These rods are top of the line. The blanks themselves are each $200 a piece. So keep that in mind if you do want Angel to build you a rod. The stuff he uses is super high quality. So the price of his rods definitely reflect that, as they should. He puts a lot of time, a lot of effort into these rods, and they are freaking phenomenal. So anyone of you that has used any of Angel's products, you guys know that. And then, as you all have seen before, Angel's jigs are phenomenal. We actually have a 3-ounce honker of a jig on right now. I got to take like 2 casts the other day when the tide was ripping, so I haven't even been able to use this rod, even though it's been days since I've had it, because every single day I've worked since I got the rod, we've had 9 people on the boat plus, and that's usually just a little hectic for me to be able to fish. You know, if there's 6, 7 people, 5 people, even better, that's when I get to, you know, fish a little bit more. But when there's 9 people on the boat, I really don't even have a second to do that. So I haven't fished in a while, except for yesterday. Guys, yesterday was freaking insane. The video is going to be insane. We caught more carp in one session than Fred has ever caught in one session in his life. So you can imagine it was a feat for Fred. So for us, it was just mind-blowing. And we actually had somebody with us who'd never even carp fished before, so he got spoiled rotten. Anyways, really what this video is about, and what I have to do is I have to say thank you so much to Angel for putting these rods together. I am super pumped. They are easily my favorite 2 rods that I own, easily by leaps and bounds. So if you all want to get jigs from Angel or support him in any way, his fluke jigs will be coming out very shortly. Obviously, Tautog season is coming to an end up here, but it is still going on down south. In fact, I should be going on a trip, as long as it doesn't get blown out, next week. So super pumped to go down to New Jersey and fish with some of our friends that we've made on the boat. We're going down, and hopefully we're gonna slay. Alright guys, so if you want to get in touch with Angel, if you want to get the jigs, or if you want to have a custom rod made, like any colors you want. Like he basically like showed me the colors that he was going to be using in the green rod before it was made. Like, you know, you can go ahead and pick out anything, tell him exactly how you want it done, and he's going to come through and make you something gorgeous. I know my buddy, I know our buddy Jerry is been contemplating what he's going to do. I'm sure it's going to be something sick, but as you can see, Angel puts together some fantastic work. So if you want to get in touch with him, all you have to do is go check out the links down below. I am going to be leaving his Facebook and his Instagram, and he'll be permanently linked down below for all that he's done for us. He'll be down there anytime. So in any video, whenever you guys, if you know you want to contact him for fluke jigs, tog jigs, or rods, it'll be there. Do me a favor, if you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Fishing GrubbZ. Like I said, we get some great stuff on the way. We will catch you tomorrow. Peace out.
Wonder if all my bad decisions get accounted in the algorithms. No statistician could dissuade me from my bigger vision. I know my occupation's quite an unlikely place in this world to occupy and talk about upon a daily basis. Our information's predetermined by some biased business. We all in sermon to silicon that push out lovely neighbors. I'm done with paper chasing, think I'm on to bigger banquets. This that full circle, new wave, energy on a Tuesday.